Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast, January 23rd. We've got a Tuesday morning coming off of one of those nights where it could have went either way. Bottom line, man, it is what it is, the ebb and the flow. And these haters, you guys are unbelievable. You're just relentless. But it's okay. Throw it on, because I'm not going to run away. I'm not going to come back with a bunch of negative stuff. You know what? I've been there. It's frustrating as hell. So let it out. Throw it on Brenner's shoulders, by God. I can handle it. All right, Michigan State, they covered our first half. We had the Rockets on the full game. They were that close to getting it done. They only covered by 9. I really thought that they were going to run away towards the end of that game, but they just did not accelerate. And then we had North Carolina on the first half -2. They held court the whole time, all the way up until the last 3 minutes. They let their opponent go on a 15-2 run, and that spoiled our first half pick. So 1-2, but you know what? We're going to take the positive attitude approach, because that's all we do here. Our glass is half full. It certainly is not half empty. A couple missed shots or this and that, we could have been 3-0. So I'm not worried about it. We've got a hockey pick today, and we've got a college and NBA. Somebody going to pay for that shit game. So let's get into it, guys. And first and foremost, though, Super Bowl coming up. That line has moved down -5. There's a lot of money coming in on those Philadelphia Eagles, and it's going to be interesting to see that line movement throughout the rest of this week and then going into next week as we get closer to kickoff time. But we will have more on that tomorrow. Going to be breaking down that game tomorrow as well. All right, guys, let's talk about some hockey. NHL. LA Kings are going to play at Vancouver. Vancouver, they're just really struggling. 4-13-2 their last 9. They're not whatsoever a team that has home ice advantage. And you're looking at the LA Kings, 15-8 ATS on the road. Finally snapped out of that 6-game skid. They beat the Rangers on Sunday 4-2. And they want to build off of that momentum. And I think going on the road is just exactly what they need. Sometimes Vancouver is the cure-all in NHL hockey for a team that's struggling. We're going to pull the trigger on the LA Kings money line -118. That's right. We're going to go on with the Kings on that money line -118 to get it done on the road. And I'm really looking forward to that ticket cashing. All right, guys, let's get into it. College basketball. Somebody going to pay for that shit. And I'm talking about the Kentucky Wildcats. The first time in 4 years this team is unranked. All right, they've lost 2 in a row. South Carolina, and then they had that heartbreak loss to Florida at home for their first loss in 30 games at home at Rupp Arena. They lost 66-64. Calipari says he's not panicking, and he said everybody else that's hitting that panic button, let them do it. He said, I think this team is going to peak at the right time, and we're nowhere near out of it. So I love that attitude. You're at home against Mississippi State, 0-5 ATS on the road this year. They've dropped 11 straight on the road, and they've lost 4 of 5 straight up. I'm telling you, Kentucky's just got too much damn talent there to just sit back and let this continue to happen. I think they're coming out early and often, pulling the trigger, baby. Somebody going to pay for that shit. Kentucky Wildcats on that first half, -4.5. Get that in. I love that play. All right. I'm telling you, Calipari is a genius at getting in these young kids' heads and turning it around and pulling the best out of them. And when you're facing a Mississippi State team that really has no identity, they don't gel offensively, and they're not big under the boards, I think it's going to get done. I think Kentucky might even blow this team out. But again, this is that early wheelbarrow and shovel, baby, because I think they're going to bury Mississippi State at halftime. All right, let's jump into some NBA. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. You got Oklahoma City Thunder coming off that pounding of Cleveland. How do they respond? Do they have a letdown? I don't know. Paul George, he had a great game. Russell Westbrook, 20 assists last time out. That's going to be an interesting game. I'm not going to be on that one, but I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, because sometimes teams like OKC, they get up for that big game. Remember when Durant and company went to Oklahoma City and got their asses handed to them by the OKC Thunder? Well, after that, OKC just fell apart. So I think this is going to be a big test for them tonight to see what's happening with this team. And if they don't find some consistency, I think you might see some names at trade deadline pop up, Paul George in particular. But if they start stringing together the wins and start keeping this confidence and momentum rolling, that team might just hold court and keep everybody that they have, don't make any moves, and make a playoff push. So we will see. But the game that we're going to be betting on today, and I love it, baby. Somebody going to pay for that shit. You already know who I'm picking, and I'm doing it with confidence. I'm going with Cleveland because this cannot stand. It just cannot keep happening, and it won't. They had a lockdown meeting in the locker room. Kevin Love, he left the game after 3 minutes against OKC. A lot of players were saying, he's faking the illness. He's not really sick. He didn't show up for practice on Sunday. So they had the closed-door meeting. Apparently, Isaiah Thomas was catching some heat as well. All right, LBJ, he will definitely hold this team together. He's not giving up. There's no quit in that guy. And he still remains the best player on the planet, bar none. All right, the Spurs, no Leonard. This team is totally out of sync now. Paul Gasol's out. Ginobili's out. Jared Bayless is questionable. They've lost 3 out of their last 4 to mediocre teams. So I'm telling you right now, Cleveland, you're going to see Kevin Love have a big, big game, and I think Isaiah Thomas is going to follow suit as well. We're going to pull the trigger, baby, on the full game. I think they beat this team by 15 or more, but it's only -1. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you guys, this is the night Cleveland puts it together. If they lose this game, I got to own I'll own it. I will own the loss, but I would be shocked. And I think there's just too much talent. Cleveland's too healthy. They're going to get it done tonight. They're going to pour it on, guys. So it may take a minute because they have not gelled early in a long time, but as the game goes on, I'm telling you right now, San Antonio, even though they're at home, not going to help them. That crowd will not whatsoever be a 6-man tonight. Full game, Cleveland, -1, baby. God, I love it. Somebody going to pay for that shit. Hey, I want to do a big shout out to all you YouTube viewers because the haters, they say what they want. They comment, and they're allowed to. They take it. It comes with the business. But also got an incredible team that's growing, and you guys with your positive comments, and I love that. All right, that's what it's about. I do. I own my results. I don't make excuses. And when we're winning, I'm not gloating. Hell, I'm just trying to get to the next day to knock down the next ticket and beat that bookie and hold the edge. So we're going to keep a positive attitude here. But for all you viewers on YouTube, thank you very much. I really appreciate it from my heart, guys. If you will, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and tell a friend about the Brenner Blast. We're just having some fun along the way, paying it forward and trying to beat that bookie. And speaking of paying it forward, guys, all right, spend that quality family time. It does amazing things for you. It really does, especially in this business. Because when you get wrapped up in this business, I'm telling you, man, you could lose focus. Your priorities get out of order. And next thing you know, you're in chase mode and everything else goes south. So don't let it happen. Trust the process. Make a plan. Stick to it. And don't swerve off of that path. Pay it forward. Family time is everything. And along the way, help somebody out along the way, man. I'm telling you, if you guys could just make somebody feel good about themselves every day, you did a good job. So make sure you do that also. God, we got a lot of action coming up. There's a lot of college basketball in the next few days. Some spots tomorrow I'm already looking at. And I got a hockey pick tomorrow that I can't wait for him to drop the puck. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well. All right, guys. In the meantime, bet responsible. Beat your bookie and build that bank back up with Brenner because it's going to happen. I guarantee it. Let's review the picks. Again, in hockey, LA Kings tonight. Money line -118. Kentucky Wildcats, baby. First half. Somebody going to pay for that shit. It's -4.5 on that first half. And Cleveland Cavaliers going into San Antonio to dismantle the Spurs, and they're going to do it by double digits. We're pulling the trigger on the full game, -1. God, I love it. All right, guys, let's stay fired up. Let's stay positive. And a big shout out to my buddy in Venezuela, Ricardo. Thank you for all of your support, my man. I could go on and on and on with the shout out list. Also, Double J, Jamie James, my buddy out there. Who knows where the hell he's at now, but him and I had a nice conversation yesterday about haters, and I'll just leave it at that. All right, guys, let's have some fun along the way. We will turn this around. Don't lose faith because I haven't lost faith. Will not lose faith. There's just no way, all right? No white towels on this team. I don't see anywhere around. Have a great day, guys, and make sure you please don't forget the Brenner Blast is coming to you, baby. God, I can't wait for Super Bowl.